Hey everybody, this is Ethan from Schoolrunner once again with another video tutorial for you. This tutorial is going to focus on the analysis page. Let's start by going up to the top menu here, hovering over analysis and clicking onto analysis. This is the page that allows you to view in a very visual way all the information that gets put into Schoolrunner, all the attendance information, communications, grades, assessment information. You can view it all here in a very visual, easy to understand way. You'll notice that a chart loads by default here, but if you want to make your own chart, you always need to start right here at the Data and Filters button. Click this and you'll be able to choose what sort of data set you want to look at. This is always the first step. What is it that you want to see? Do you want to look at assessment information, course grades? Do you want to look at communication, attendance, students? For this example, we're going to look at course grades. The second field here, breakout, is how this data is organized. Do you want to organize by quarter, like it is right now? Do you want to organize according to departments, by homeroom, by grade level? I think we're going to keep it at the quarter setting right now because it's a nice, neat way to organize things. So now we're looking at all the course grades for this school listed out by quarter, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But say you want to get deeper into this and you want to focus on specific information. You can do that again at the same button by looking at these filters. Every time you select something from the data field here or the breakout field here, you'll see corresponding filters. So let's click the course grade filters and say we only want to look at courses that are within the English department. Here's the department drop down, let's click it and choose English. Now we're only looking at English course grades by quarter as listed up here. And we can organize this in many different ways. If you want to sort these instead of by going from quarter 1 to 4, we can sort by average, which is this blue line here in the middle. You can see gradebook scores, if they differ at all from raw scores, which they don't here. You can see this in an ascending or descending manner. It's all up to you. You can also choose the appearance of the chart up in this menu. Let's look at a horizontal bar chart. The great thing about this page is that when you hover over one of these colored segments that represent different scores, A, B, C, and so on, you get this little summary above that gives you information about what's behind that segment. And if you want to dive even deeper into it, simply click it and you're brought down to the raw information behind that segment. Now, you may have noticed that between the raw data here and the chart up here, we have a second section here called the pivot table view. This is a more conventional chart view, which lets you view the same information that's displayed here in the graph, but in a more typical, maybe more familiar table view. So let's configure this according to the left side and the top. Let's say we want to see the quarters on the left side. Here they are. And we can break that out as well. Let's break it out by departments. Now we know this is only English because that's what we selected in the filter above. But if we're presenting this table to someone else, they might not be aware that it's just English grades. So let's put English here just to clarify things. You can also choose what's on top here. Instead of quarters, which we already have, let's change this to grade level. So now we have a nice, neat chart that lists out English scores by quarter for each grade level. If you want to, you can click this download button and get a spreadsheet of this same information right here. There's a lot to view on this page, and there are many, many different ways to use all this information. I recommend practicing by just playing around with data sets and breaking it out different ways and playing around with filters and seeing what sort of courses you can come up with. There are so many options that it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but once you're comfortable and familiar with manipulating this information, you'll be able to find almost anything you want with just a few clicks. Now, before you close out of this page, make sure to save your report if you want to access it again later. Click this Saved Reports button, and you can either keep the name that's given to it right here, or you can give it a more descriptive name of your own choosing, and simply click Save this report. It will automatically be saved under your username so that you can come back at any time in the future, click into it, and generate this report once again. So this has been our analysis page. I hope you got a good overview of how to use it and you're ready to practice and make some of your own reports. Thanks very much for listening and watching this video, and I look forward to talking with you next time. Take care.